Vote on the floor. It has been moved and seconded to move forward with the special prosecutor. Oh, I'm sorry.
Just because folks are here and listening, obviously in response to just a couple of the things, some of them were too ridiculous to respond to, but I spoke with Denny Reberg's staffer, one of his senior staffers, in my first 2 months here with regard to the letter Mr. Wright received. All the letter says is, we received your materials and forwarded them to the U.S. District Court, D.C. Circuit. Please forward all your future inquiries there. He is not endorsing Mr. Wright's matter whatsoever. He's not signing on to it. There's no authority or imprimatur of authority because Mr. Reberg, or Congressman Reberg, responded to a citizen letter. What I discussed with the staffer was the fact that he kept it as brief as possible to try to deflect Mr. Wright from having any inclination whatsoever that Congressman Reberg endorsed or had any involvement in this matter. So that if there is no authority behind Mr. Wright other than his own self. And as he mentioned in his comments that the AG's office is behind it. Well, this letter I printed this off my computer, so it's not on letterhead, but I'll certainly provide a copy with the letterhead to you. This is the Attorney General of the state of Montana saying this is a very serious matter and needs to be addressed. So they obviously, and they've heard many, many times from Mr. Wright. He's attempted to get their assistance in suing the county, in prosecuting various county officials, etc. They've had nothing to do with it because they aren't going to have anything to do with it. As with regards to the idea of a statute of limitations applying, there's a statute of limitations doesn't even come into play when you have filed something into a jurisdiction that does not have jurisdiction of the matter. And that is exactly the case. Mr. Wright just doesn't understand the courts, the court system, which court has jurisdiction. As I said before in my earlier comments, the DC Court of Appeals won't even take his phone calls now because he harassed them so much over the years that the office policy is they won't take the calls. That court doesn't have jurisdiction. It is never going to act on that matter.
All right, thank you. We have a vote on the floor. It has been moved and
But I
seconded.
object. I
It
get a
has
chance
been
to
done.
respond to
That is
her.
enough.
I get a
It has
chance
to-
to
no.
respond to her. She
That's
responded to me.
You had your comment.
Or didn't she?
You had your comment.
It
Are
has
you going to
been-
uphold this
John?
resolution?
It has been moved and seconded to support the county attorney's request for a special prosecutor in a matter of protecting the safety of our employees and the public of Broadwater County. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
No.
No? Please let the record show the votes. I will just comment that at no time was the comment made because we have the money, let's spend it. I think that's disingenuous and absolutely untrue. We have a duty to do, and that is to protect the citizens of this county. Our job can never be protecting a friend. Our job is first and foremost all 6,000 citizens of Broadwater County, and our employees are part of that. So, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And we are 5 minutes ahead of our next appointment, which is COS review. And I think what we'll do is Bernadette here? Anyone for COS here? Okay. We will give it 5 minutes, and if nobody shows up, we'll break for lunch 15 minutes early. Is there anything else from the board?
Yeah. Sounds that way.
My letter to him.
Melissa, looks like a pretty warm coat.
Yep.
I'm all wore out after this.
Well, I'm heading south someday.
I met, Rich Forrest.
Gentlemen, do you see us?
Yeah, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this meeting is still going. Gentlemen, come on up. It's time for COS review. Hi, Bill and Laura Olbert. Nice to meet you. Hi, Jerry and Laura Olbert. Nice to meet you.
Which one is the reporter's mouth? What's your?
I suspect the black one, I think.
Okay, who's is this?
And this is for,
Skip lunch was gonna be, because
Nice.
Is that?
here,
Penny's,
Captain, Language is just northeast of.
Okay.
Right. And actually, there was supposedly big subdivision taken through here.
Yeah.
Well, the highway.
Highway Grove, Quebec, that was so
So is
nasty.
it at the far end?
Really? Yeah, I think
It's, actually the old homestead sits right here.
And I guess, well, I eat their ways.
Just east of Captain Road.
So you wanna meet me for that?
Sure. You're talking about the old homestead part, where it's
Right.
at.
Yeah, it's just
You guys
east of
didn't
the
get
old
a copy of
homestead
this,
part.
but here's.
Oh, between there and-
Did you get one?
No, I didn't get one.
Not the Sullivan, yeah.
No, actually, there's nothing here. This is just a basic parcel right now.
Oh, I thought there was a Sullivan.
Wasn't, no, I
That's what
think
he
it's the
said, he
duties.
says last time I had sex.
I don't know exactly the original owners, but I think it was duties.
Because see here, you got the rest.
Oh, we're way down here.
We're just outside of town.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is just northeast of town.
I didn't see that here, but
Yeah, we built a house.
that's where it is.
Felt really rich to build a house.
Madam Chairman, I'll make a motion that we go ahead and approve the COS for mortgage purposes.
I mean, as long as everything is taken care of the right way, that's, taking your word for it.
Is that a second? It's been moved and seconded to support the COS, the mortgage tract, for Clark and Smith. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. Very good.
Yes, that's what we like.
Okay, you gotta take care.
Bill? Thanks, gentlemen. So are you guys out of town?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So are you gonna have time to stop and have a hamburger in town?
Yes, we got another job.
Oh, okay.
We'll be in town.
Excellent, nice to meet you too. Thank you. What's that?
I hope my recorder picked it up because I didn't hear anything who they were.
I think it probably did because
Should have, he's talked pretty low, but I think he'll have.
Do they make this?
Now, the real ones,
Perfect.
no, it's just,
I know it's just one part of your, who had, this is somebody had all of that.
I think so.
That's what I thought.
That's my understanding. I
Right,
could
so
be
they're
wrong.
just bringing this one part off for the mortgage, or the whoever owns it, the bank. That's what I kind of thought.
They need to do that in order to secure it for a mortgage to build a house.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, the first one I heard, Aaron Clark, I thought
That's-
this is a Sullivan.
That's what I thought so
And I
too.
thought, this doesn't look right, because then I saw Brecker's name down here
Oh,
and
okay.
shipment, and I thought, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were talking about too. I think Aaron still is up.
I don't think so.
All right, it looks like we probably don't have any more COSs,
Yeah.
so we
You still
will
got
recess
cows.
for lunch.
You were nice, you buy your wife lunch. You can't? Why?
You know, I'll have the, I try and get this done the night of the meeting, so if you have YouTube, you can catch up on anything.
I had such problems with this thing.
It wasn't working?
No, it wasn't on all the way. So, Bill, I got